What's crack-a-lackin', co-op crew and others? We're glad you're with us today. Today we're talking about our favorite games coming up in 2021 and also our predictions for Game of the Year of 2021. As we're all gaming, we all have doctorates in gaming. So,
Exactly.
so how was everyone's week? We have no announcements, if I recall.
Good, man. Been getting warmer out here. Doing a lot more on the farm. Starting to ride on the tractor all day, just like I usually do during the busiest times of the year. But that's when we make the most money, so it's been good.
Getting warmer there and started snowing again here. So
Yeah, I heard about that.
yay.
That's crazy.
Nah, not much happening here. Staying inside out of the cold. Basically it.
Nice. I created a did I talk about this? Oh, I created a rock paper scissors program for fun.
Really? Is it on like a website or something?
No, I just made it
Oh,
on my thing.
nice. I remember doing a class like that a few years ago, and it was so hard. That's when I learned that coding was not for me. My assignment was to make a random generated maze on a website where when you click the button, it randomizes the maze. Like it randomizes different lines to make the maze different each time you click it. It was so hard. That's when I decided that I would not pursue that.
Yep. It takes a different type of thinking.
Type of thinking you have, Sawyer?
I think so.
All right.
I'm always like top 10 out of my 30 people class in the quizzes.
Dang.
Ooh.
We do. What's that called? Those like online things. I'm sure you do it, Colin, in class.
Online things.
Like the
Kahoot?
Kahoot. Yeah, Kahoot.
Really?
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I was
Kahoot.
joking.
No, Kahoot. Yeah.
Kahoot quizzes, baby.
Nice. I
There's
only thought little kids do that.
No, she does it too. She likes it.
Nice. Well, today, guys, we want to talk about the upcoming games of 2021. We're in the new year. We're a couple months in. We've already seen some releases out, some pretty good ones. And we just want to talk about some upcoming games this year that we're excited about. And I think we'll predict the game of the year so we can come back and see if we were right, see how close we were.
What should be our wager? What is this on, if we're right?
We have to buy you that game.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Okay.
But what
Or
if
penis gummies?
Oh my goodness.
Again?
Whichever one you'd prefer.
Oh goodness. Well, how are we gonna do this, guys? Because I kind of have mine in two different sections of kind of games I want and kind of games I think are gonna be like big games of the year. So,
I'm gonna run through every game, every big IP that's coming out, and then we'll each take a turn and say a game we're excited about and talk about it a little bit. So I'm just gonna run through. I'm gonna try to get from every console and everything big just to try to include everyone so everyone can hear their game that they're excited about. So first up, we got Pokemon Snap, April 30th. We got Subnautica Below Zero, May 14th. Deathloop, May 21st. Monster Hunter Stories and Monster Hunter Rise. I got Skyward Sword HD coming out July 16th. Fall Guys is finally making its way to Xbox.
Too late.
Yeah, too late. We got Far Cry 6. We got Ghostwire Tokyo coming onto PlayStation and then Xbox in a year or so. We got God of War Ragnarok. The Big Daddy Halo Infinite. We got Pokemon Brilliant and Shining, Diamond and Pearl. Rainbow Six Quarantine. Resident Evil Village. Knockout City. Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. Mass Effect Legendary Edition. And Lord of the Rings Gollum. So there's obviously a lot more games than that, but these are kind of the ones that I think most of the people know about. Not there's a few in there I'm very excited for, and this should be a good year.
Yeah. Well, I have a few games I'm excited for. I won't be wanting to get all of them, but I just appreciate them. There's a couple that I definitely will want to get. But I think the first one I'd want to mention is Back for Blood. I think it
Oh,
was you,
yeah.
Sawyer, a couple months ago that you showed us this trailer for this game, Back for Blood. And as soon as I saw the title, it just reminded me of Left 4 Dead. I don't know why, it just rung a bell in my head.
Yeah.
And if I found out that it's the same developer, basically. And it's pretty much the same premise as far as I know, because even in the description of the game, it says that they're making another Left 4 Dead type of game because Valve won't. So it's basically like Stardew Valley making a Harvest Moon game. I'm pretty sure they're going to take all the good things about Left 4 Dead and just make it better. So that's awesome. And I'm super excited for that. That's probably my most exciting or most anticipated game that I want.
For sure. Like, I forgot about it because we did talk about it a couple months ago. But when I was like looking them up and doing my little bit of research for before this, I saw that and I was like, that's gonna be fun. Like with all of us playing it, like it's just gonna be fun. Like there's no other way to describe it.
Yeah.
I've probably put a total of 20 minutes into Left 4 Dead, so
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
not. Yeah, but I like the concept of it. I think it'd be fun to play with people. But
Yeah. It's one of those games where you can't really like rage at it. It's just kind of a feel good, fun teamwork game that you just work through with your buddies.
no.
Like the most like screaming I hear about is like, crap, a jockey's got me. Like, help me. Like,
Yeah, and all your
that's
friends
crazy.
your teammates are scrambling to save you. It's good fun. It's good fun. It used to
feel
scare
like-
the crap out of me watching it when I was a kid.
Dude. So, when we were at one of our older cousins' house, and I wasn't like old enough like to play, and they were playing it all together. I remember him taking me home, and then him just like telling me, he's like, dude, after I play that for like 7 hours, sometimes like I see something on the road and it just freaks me out. He's just like, dude, was that just a zombie? Like,
Isn't there a what's it called? Not a cheat, but like a. Can't you put Shrek in the game?
Yeah, on the PC, there's lots of mods.
Mod. There
I
you go.
modded it out like crazy, and I had Shrek as one of the monsters, one of the zombies.
Okay.
And they would play the All Star song when he appears, and he'd like scream quotes from the movies.
Oh,
It's
that's
good.
beautiful. I feel like Valve has a big problem of making a game and then not doing anything later with it. Was that true?
Yeah,
mm-hmm. For sure. Like, Valve needs to get a new CS:GO. They'd make way more money. But no.
Yep.
Oh no, I'll just leave it there. That's it. Do you want me to go next on my most anticipated game
Yep.
of 2020? So, looking at all these are all fun games that I'm gonna like be excited to play or watch gameplay of it. But like, not a lot of games this year have really piqued my interest all that much, except for like nostalgic games. Like the new Pokemon Snap is probably my most anticipated game of the year, just so I can get that feel good. We're back in Pokemon Snap, baby, like feeling. So that's probably my most anticipated one. I know it's like a really childish game, but I don't care.
Think they're gonna make it more mature,
No,
more difficult? No.
no. Because dude, some of the things in the old Pokemon Snap, you had to be like witty and like figure
Oh,
it
really?
out. Yeah, but once you know how to do it, you know how to do it, and
Oh.
you get through the game super fast. But
That was 64, not GameCube, right? The
yeah,
old one?
it's Nintendo
yeah,
64.
64.
Yeah.
Sawyer and I just got all three of us got the Nintendo 64 emulator,
Mhm.
and all three of us are getting a Nintendo 64 controller hooked up to
Yeah.
USB. So we've been getting into some 64 games lately, and I actually installed Pokemon Snap. I haven't played it yet, but it's there. It's in my library.
Ready to go.
Yeah.
But yeah, the new Pokemon Snap's probably the most anticipated, just because that feel good reason, and I just want to see some of these newer Pokemon like ready to be taken pictures of, because I remember when you first saw like Zapdos come out of like its egg or whatever, and you're just like, "Oh my gosh, it's Zapdos!" Like, I want that feeling, but I doubt it's gonna be anything as big as it was when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I hope you get it.
Hope I get that feeling.
Yeah, that
Probably
feeling.
not.
Chase that feeling, man.
I'll get that feeling when we play Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, the new
sure.
ones.
Yeah.
For sure.
So my favorite game, not even close. The one I'm because a lot of my games, I'm not even positive if I'll get them. But the only one I'm for sure gonna get is Halo Infinite. Ever since Halo Reach, Halo 4, and Halo 5, I was never. I haven't been this excited for Halo games since those ones. Mainly because I've been following a little more, and I like the vision that the developers have been talking about of kind of getting back in a way, and I don't know. I'm just excited to see what they've come up with this time, and yeah, it's gonna be a day one. I have Game Pass, so I'll have a game. I'll have a day one, but yeah, I'm really excited. I'm gonna jump deep into that. Try
Well,
to
I
go
wasn't
pro.
super excited for it in the past few months, but ever since you mentioned that they'll have Forge, that's really spiked my interest with that.
Yeah.
I was gonna get it nonetheless, but just having Forge, the possibilities of being able to play on anyone's Forge maps in a custom game,
And
and
with
I feel like
PC,
it'll be on PC. I feel like it'll be
with your
easier to
mouse.
even hook up with a bunch of people,
Mm-hmm.
go on Reddit and just find a group of people playing a certain game. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like I'm super excited for it just to be able to play with you guys. That's basically it. Like
Yep.
it'll be the nostalgic feeling. I feel like that's
Yeah.
what all the games this year are, is just trying to play on nostalgia.
Yep.
Yeah. For me, honestly, I have zero interest in the campaign. I probably won't even play it,
Yeah, me either.
but I'm big into the multiplayer aspect of that, for sure.
Oh yeah. For sure.
For me, another one that I'm super pumped for is called The Outlast Trials. And you might not recognize that title, but have you heard of Outlast?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I see.
It's a co-op Outlast game where you work together in a group of like 4 people. So yeah, that's all I gotta say.
I'm not playing that with you.
Just
I don't know if I
imagine.
can handle it. I don't know if I can
Imagine
handle it, dude.
Okay,
Oh.
I played Dying Light because it was on Game Pass, so I just installed it. I did the tutorial and I couldn't even do the tutorial, so I never played it. I just uninstalled
Really?
it. Yeah.
And that's
Well,
another
I
game
can't
coming
handle
out, Dying Light 2.
Yeah, I can't handle it.
I saw the trailer for it when it came out years ago.
Mhm.
When they so the premise of the game is that in the daytime the zombies are kind of slow and stupid, but when nighttime comes, they go into this hyperactive mode and they become like super fast and crazy. the trailer that revealed the game just showed how crazy they get at night. It was creepy because you
Oh,
can like
wait,
sprint and you can look behind your shoulder and you can see how close they are behind you, and they're just like full on sprinting at you. But I really love the parkour aspect of it, and I think it's going to be even better in the second one.
sorry, not Dying Light. It's the wrong game. I'm talking about the one where you're like in a group of 4 people and you're trying to get a generator started and leave this place, but then one person is the evil guy and he's chasing you around.
Oh, Dead by Daylight?
Yep, yeah, that one.
Yeah.
That's
You
the
That
one.
couldn't play that one? That sounds
That's
scary.
really easy. That's not even scary. I've played that for
Wait,
hours.
maybe it's not that game. It
Like
sounded right.
it's made to be scary, but
Yeah,
it's like one guy is the murderer
Okay, yeah,
and he's trying
yeah,
to
it's
kill
that
all
one.
you guys. Yeah.
Yeah, it's that one.
right.
Yeah,
I played the free
couldn't-
trial of it once. It was all right.
It's fun when you have a group of friends. That's
Right.
it. Like I've had some friends that could play it for hours by themselves, and I'm like, dude, how do you do that? Like,
Mhm.
I can only play it when I'm with you. So I'm just gonna bring up another game. This isn't necessarily a game I'm really excited for, but it's a game that I'm gonna think is gonna be very, very well sought after. And that is the God of War Ragnarok. And that's just
Yep.
because of how much everybody loved the other God of War that came out 2 years ago. And I think it was the game of the year. And I can appreciate it because it is like one of the best story games to come out in the last 10
Ever.
years or whatever. Yeah, ever. And if they can back it up with another game like that, that's just as good, and they might have another game of the year. Might, like, I don't know. It's just really, really anticipated by a lot of people. But then again, we know how sequels go. They could flop. Like, who knows?
Right. I've
That
seen
last one
gameplay
was
of that game a little bit, and it impressed me. And I'll never be able to play it because I don't have access to a PlayStation.
hmm But if we do want to talk about a game I'm also excited for, all the games that I'm kind of excited for are all Nintendo games, just because
Yeah.
like they're gonna be funner than anything. But man, I'm gonna have so much fun with Mario Golf.
Dude, it's
I'm not even
tempting.
gonna lie. It's gonna be so much fun, especially if we could get a small group together. Just to have a party night at somebody's house and play Mario Golf against each other. I don't know. That's probably the second most sought after game for me this year. And it's kind of dumb, but it's a golf game. If
Yep.
you guys don't know that, are viewers, I'm really, really into golf, and I know that like actual real life golf, and so Mario Golf goes right up my alley for
Yeah.
entertainment
Okay.
wise. So it'll be
I'm
fun.
surprised they haven't come out with the Super Strikers yet for the Switch.
It's ridiculous. That's probably my most played Mario sports game.
Oh,
Strike.
for sure.
So for me, second one. So this one I'm on the edge. It's all going to depend on my life in the moment of when this game comes out. I don't know if I'll be fiending for this feeling or not. What my other games are giving me, but it's very possible that I will buy Far Cry 6. I've bought in the last 3 Far Cries or last 2. I always enjoy them. It's a blast. And my boy Gustavo Fring from Breaking Bad is the villain, which just puts
Oh.
a cherry on top and makes it hard for me not to get it.
Yeah.
Because if you don't know me, Breaking Bad is my jam. And when they chose him, I was like, come on, I got to get this now. But I might not get it day one. I might just wait a little bit until I'm ready for it, and I could put
Yeah.
the effort in. But oof, I hope it's good.
Yeah. How many times have you watched Breaking Bad for the viewers?
I just watched it for the 9th time
Yeah.
with my
There you
wife.
go.
I've only watched it 3 times by myself, and then I always
Only
show other people with it. So I'll watch the whole show with someone else when I want to show them it, and I'll like guide them through it and like make sure they catch things. But yeah, Far Cry, baby.
Yeah, I was going to mention that too. The first Far Cry game I played was Far Cry 3, and then the next one I played was 5 with you. And I think the 5th one was really fun because it was in like Montana or something.
Yeah,
Mhm.
So it was cool. It was like in the forest, and it was
like with what's it called? I always lose my words, man.
It's all good.
Religious group that's evil, and there's
yeah,
no
like
cult.
this cult, Joseph
Cult, yeah.
Seed.
Yeah, I love the storyline. I was very invested in it.
I love how you have to like go and take out all the leaders throughout the cult, all the siblings.
Yeah. Wait, you didn't play the one with the guy in the pink coat
No,
in India? Oh, really?
nope.
That's the one I played the most.
I didn't
Oh,
even
that was a good
look
one.
at gameplay.
Really?
The 3rd one was a lot of fun. I beat that one. I didn't beat the 5th one. Still had a lot of fun with it. But yeah, having the Gustavo Fring guy on it would be really cool.
Mm-hmm. And they make video game characters so realistic that it's gonna feel like him.
Right.
Especially in like all the cutscenes that Far Cry has, like
Yeah.
to be able to watch basically him in another show
Uh-huh.
in the video game.
If you could have him say one line from Breaking Bad in Far Cry 6, what would it be? Just as a fan service for Breaking Bad fans.
We think. Get back to work.
Yes. That's good. That's good.
The next game I want to talk about is one that's already come out this year, but I think also has a good chance at getting Game of the Year if its hype keeps going. Because on the Discord, I have 4 or 5 people that play it all the time, so we'll see. And that game is Valheim.
Oh.
I know you guys have heard of it.
Mhm.
We know
Yeah, for sure.
Chaos plays it. Another guy that Chaos plays it a lot. So yeah, it's just a Viking world builder game that automatically generates a new world when you start the game over. And am I right? Like you just build up your world kind of a thing. I don't really know what the end goal of the game is.
Is it online? Do you encounter other players?
I think you can play with other players. It's kind of like Minecraft where you can all load in at the same time at the same place.
Okay.
People
I
are saying it's like Viking Minecraft.
uh, I saw the gameplay and I was not impressed with the graphics, so I didn't look further.
Got you.
I'm one of those kind of guys, but
Yeah. Like I've wanted to look into it, but it's not something that really piques my interest because it looks a lot like Ark Survival Evolved or like Rust,
yep, I agree.
and it's just not. I don't care for hitting a tree for 40 hours and building a hut to go raid other people. Like if that's the gameplay, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just I just think it's a game that could be up there for game of the year if it keeps the hype it's been having.
Right.
Yeah, I agree.
For me, I think one thing that I'm pretty excited for is a Nintendo game. It's Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD.
Mhm.
I tried maybe 2 or 3 times in the past 10 years to get into it. I didn't like the whole aspect of the Wii remote, how you swing it. So I think I'll appreciate it on the Switch, and I'd be willing to give it a chance because I feel like Skyward Sword is so loved by people, but also hated by people.
Yeah, there's not really a middle ground. Like it's either one of your least favorite Zelda games or one of your most favorite Zelda games.
Yeah, definitely. So because of that alone, I'd be willing to give it a chance, just
Mhm.
because a lot of people do like it.
Is it going to be $60?
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
But that's just how Nintendo is. They just released Mario 3D World, and they added Bowser's Fury to it, just so
Oh
that
yeah,
they could charge $60 because it's the exact same game on the Wii U.
that's fun.
hmm And then they add like another. I watched this guy on YouTube and he played it on his stream and he beat Bowser's Fury that part of the game in like 3 or 4 hours. Like
Yeah,
so.
that's
Say
how
what
it
you will.
is.
But I'm glad with the Sword. Oh my goodness, Skyward Sword remake that you don't like. You can like swing the sword if you want horizontally and vertically, but they also made it so that your right stick is also the way you swing your sword.
Yeah,
It's good.
So
well, I
players,
appreciate that. I'm glad they didn't like take it out. I just didn't want to sit there and swing my hand like a wand
mm-hmm,
Yeah.
all day.
for sure. You got another one, Sawyer, or do you want me
Yeah.
to?
One I'm excited for, and I definitely could get again. It's not a guarantee, but I will think about it. Is Lord of the Rings Gollum? I've played quite a few Lord of the Rings games, and I have no idea how this one's gonna turn out. It's like completely different than any Lord of the Rings game I've played, right? Because usually you're a soldier or something. But I am interested in the story that comes from it. See what story they tell with Gollum and how the gameplay works and the mechanics of it and whatnot. But yeah, I'll have to look more into it. But I could see it being good.
Like I've heard or I've read when I looked at the game because that was my last game that I have on my list.
Oh,
Well, I have a couple more, but I don't think they're really worth mentioning.
mm,
We'll probably mention them just at the end, um, as a passing by kind of thing. But with Lord of the Rings Golem, um, I heard that it's going to be more of a sneak game where you're trying to get past people and be sneaky,
okay, yeah,
kind of like how Golem is.
uh,
But that's literally all they've said about it. I think
gotcha.
is more of a stealth-based game
I think I've heard that too. Yeah, that's cool.
to go get the precious.
And actually, I've got another one I'll say.
Okay.
So this game, my cousin's big on it. He loves it, and it's my type of gameplay. I love fighting big bosses that take a lot of Kingdom Hearts is one of my favorite games to play in terms of the combat because it's so fun to just move around, fight this big boss, hit him in different spots, like go crazy. And Monster Hunter, I know is huge in the east part of the world, and some of my friends play it that I met in Arizona, and my cousin's huge on it. And I don't know why I've never checked it out earlier because it's my type of if I'm gonna play a sword game like a hand to hand game, it's usually I want it to be fighting a big boss guy that I have to try to take down. And Monster Hunter seems kind of up my alley, and if I'm in the situation where it hits my interest at the time, I will definitely check it out. But yeah, it just
Yeah,
we'll see.
yeah, it's a pretty big game. I've never looked into it either. Pretty popular, actually. Well, I have a pretty good guess what I think the game of the year will be.
Gotcha. Do we
I'm
want to?
just joking.
Oh.
I was gonna say Grand Theft Auto 5 next gen.
Wait, is that coming out?
They're coming out with another Grand Theft Auto 5 version
Oh my
for the
gosh.
Xbox. What's it called?
Xbox Series X.
Series X. That's right, and the PS5.
Dude.
Can you believe that it has gone through 3 generations of consoles now?
And people
When
are
did
still
it-
buying it.
When did
That's
it come
the
out, man?
thing.
Like 2013 or something, or no, like even earlier. I
Yeah,
think.
that's 2013. Yeah. Hey, Skyrim's older, and they still made another Skyrim.
Yeah.
Skyrim's even. Wow.
Well, and that's the thing is both those games keep getting sold on this and
The new.
newer consoles. Like, so dumb. Thing is, I feel like as long as people still keep buying Grand Theft Auto 5 and keep buying Skyrim, they have no incentive to make another game because they keep making so much money.
Yep.
Like, there's gonna be at least 100,000 sold, like, of Grand Theft Auto 5. Because they're just like, I just need to get it, so I have it on my Xbox Series X. Instead of making it backwards compatible and making it so it runs better. Like,
Yeah.
so dumb. I don't know. Do we want to go into what we think is the game of the year? Our guesses for.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. I'm between 5 different games, so I want to see what you guys guess first, and I'll take the third pick.
Okay.
If that's okay.
I'll go. Mine's gonna be super lame, but if I want to win the bet, I feel like I have to say it, and I know everyone else is thinking this game. I don't know about you. I mean, the world. Obviously, God of War, Ragnarok. Out of all these games I've been looking at, that's the only one that really pops out. It's like it's definitely gonna be a contender.
Yeah.
If you had to place your money, any PlayStation solo game like that always is up there.
Yeah.
But then, if I had to put a second one there, I pray that Halo Infinite can get the traction it had in the past and can get at least a nomination. That's more of a hope. It could do it easily, right? It's a big game. Enough
Yeah.
people for it, but we'll hope. Because
There's
I'm
a
not
chance.
sure. Yeah, I'm not sure if Halo 4 or 5 were even nominated.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I doubt it.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, God of War and Halo.
For me, I would say Pokemon Snap.
What
Just
if,
kidding.
dude?
No, but I think that if Nintendo surprises us and for some reason comes out with the next Breath of the Wild or next Zelda game, you never know, right? Tomorrow there could be a trailer for it.
For sure. I really don't think they're going to because they did announce Skyward Sword, but I
Yeah,
don't know. Who knows?
right. But I would say if it does come out, I would say that would take the cake. If not, I would say God of War, Halo Infinity, just like you saw.
Yeah.
So those are basically like what my guesses were for those two as well. But I did put up there if Lord of the Rings Golem is done perfect, like out of the park, like literally the best game of the year, I think it can take the cake. Just because there hasn't been a Lord of the Rings game in forever, and having the special twist of Golem, like it could turn out to be amazing. Like who knows? Again, I said Valheim. That could be a really good one in my opinion. But like I don't know how to get it down. And then Back for Blood also. Like
Yeah.
that could be a game of the year too. So I'd say it's probably between I'm gonna do Halo Infinite if they do it right. If it's not a bomb. If it's not like a Cyberpunk 2077. If it is like that, sorry, rest in peace. And then my hopeful guess for the year for game of the year would be Back for Blood.
You don't think Cyberpunk will win?
No.
Not a chance, baby. Not a fucking chance. Hey, I want to read the last 10 years of Game of the Year winners.
Got you. While you're looking at that, I've been looking up, and there's a few places that say it is, and a few places that say it isn't. But have you guys seen Overwatch 2?
Yeah,
is that coming out this year?
No.
There's rumors, but there's no like definite date, I think.
Okay, that's why I didn't say it.
They're saying 2022.
Okay.
The earliest, like the early 2022.
Gotcha.
I watched a whole long video about it, like an hour, and
Mhm.
I'm pretty pumped actually.
Gotcha. Okay. I just don't know what they can do with the game. Like Overwatch
Yeah.
seems like a pretty straightforward game. What you're supposed to do. So
That's like them making a League of Legends 2. You know what I mean?
There's no point. Yeah, there's no point. I don't
well,
agree.
then again, the more famous Dota is Dota 2. So
Good argument. You got me.
You got me. Okay, so the last 10 years, like as I read these games, it really only makes me believe God of War and Halo Infinite could be there. Let's look. So, 2010 we got Mass Effect 2. 2011 Portal 2, and then we got Elder Scrolls Skyrim 2012, Grand Theft Auto 5, 13, Dark Souls 2, 14, The Witcher 2015, Dark Souls 3 2016. I know it might seem like I'm not a real gamer, but I've never played either Dark Souls, and I kind of feel like I should.
dude,
But,
I've tried Bloodborne once. Yeah.
You don't like it?
I don't want to put the time in to get good, kid. Like I just don't want to.
2017, Breath of the Wild. 2018, can you guys guess? 2018?
God of War.
No.
Dang. I don't know.
Fortnite.
Yeah.
Fortnite.
Got it.
Got it. 2019, Resident Evil 2. And then 2020, Last of Us Part 2. So, you look at all those games, they're either multiplayer. They're all basically solo, good story games.
Yeah.
And that leads me to believe God of War with this year we've got coming. Resident Evil Village is coming out too, and I'm not sure the hype on that game, but I don't know, just looking at what's been done in the past, I don't know.
That's why I think God of War is probably going to take it. Like I did say Halo Infinite Back for Blood, but literally if God of War is done as good as it was in the past, it's going to take it easy.
Yeah.
And that's because like most multiplayer games, unless they take over the globe like Fortnite did, or like unless they do that, they're not going to be any chance because they usually have the second half of a campaign. Like Halo's going to have a campaign, and you're going to have those haters that are going to hate the campaign of Halo just because they don't think the story should go the way it does.
Yeah. I'm just dreaming of forging on Halo with my keyboard and mouse.
Make another King of the Hill map.
Yes, baby.
But hold up. As I'm reading that one, I might have had the wrong list.
What list was it? Just specify which list it was.
The Golden Joystick Awards.
All right.
The second oldest gaming award ceremony. Because I was pretty sure Overwatch won in 2016, and
I'm pretty sure too.
Yeah, a different game developer, the Game Developer Choice Awards, gave it 2016. So, and then God of War won it in 2018. Yeah, that's what I was looking. And then Last of Us, Last of Us 2013. What won in this one? Grand Theft Auto 5. Okay. Yeah, both ways. I'll see that.
They better win.
So,
but yeah,
all good games. All good games.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, if either Halo or God of War wins, I guess we'll all buy each other the game. So,
and if Back for Blood wins, just kidding.
Oh yeah, well,
JK.
Then I'll buy it. But we're all gonna. If one of us gets it, I'm sure the other people.
Oh yeah, I expect to play Back for Blood with you guys.
I won't buy it unless we all decide to get it. You know what I mean?
Should we all put a different third game since we all said the same two? And Colin has Back for Blood.
I said Breath of the Wild, so.
Oh yeah. I will say, let's do Rainbow Six Quarantine.
Okay.
Not a solo game. Okay. Risky.
No, it is. I think.
Oh, it is a solo game.
Making a solo storyline game.
Oh.
If I was right about that.
Cool. Lots of games out there.
But it's gonna have the same kind of feels as Rainbow Six Siege.
I think an honorable mention that we didn't really talk about much is the remake for Pokemon and Pearl. I mean, Diamond and Pearl.
Oh, yeah.
It's not going to win the Game of the Year, but I think it's going to be a pretty popular game.
It's going to be loved by us.
Yeah.
That's another one I plan on getting. Like, no questions
asked. It's like a portable game, you know? Taking your Switch wherever you want. It's just like playing a DS game.
Yeah, for sure. If one of those games is Game of the Year, we said it first. Just saying.
Yep.
Just one thing before we wrap it up. We started recording some more gameplay episodes for you guys, so keep an eye out for that. We're gonna have some more episodes coming out. We expect you guys to watch some of our, I would say, retro gaming episodes. We've been playing some old school Zelda games and some Nintendo 64 games, so keep an eye out for that in the future. And yeah, we'd love to play the games together. We love to do this together. We hope you guys enjoy our content, and just expect new episodes every Wednesday.
Have a good one, guys. Deuces.
Mwah.